Hi, you all. Welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading. So I was actually getting a message where someone's family, okay, or somebody in the institution is like, oh, they're saying that you're tricking people, like you're tricking the story or whatever it is here. I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like it's a matter of perception, okay, whatever this is here. It's a matter of perception because I feel like it's not about focusing on the variables, okay? It's more about like focusing on like what that individual's intentions were, okay? Like, so if you're in a relationship romantically or platonically and y'all like, okay, well, we're dating, okay? You meet many different people in the relationships, and every relationship has a different vibe, right? The vibes are the karmic cycles that they are in. And this particular energy that I'm tapping into, because I'm seeing like a lot of wills, right? A lot of wills going around people that are paired with their individual, right? That's why when some people break up and they go into a different relationship, their relationship is better than the other. That means that they're on a higher frequency than you. Their karmic situations is on a higher frequency than you, okay? But some people, they like to be successful in relationships here, and they have no right marrying that woman. They have no right marrying that man because they have such a dry relationship. It's obviously something that they don't like. They just like, okay, well, we're married, we can tolerate each other, and so forth and so on. That's why when this person meets you, they're like, okay, well, I don't want to divorce her. I don't want to divorce him because it's something where we're like our own therapist. Like, imagine we have a therapist, we're able to work our problems out. But, you being on the side, in a sense, you're like everything. I'm in this tolerant energy, and there's a certain movement, an energy surge, okay, that is within that person where you would perceive them as being lazy or not having the strength. Their solar plex chakra is, you know, but they're like, you know what, you're smart, and sometimes people are like, oh, you're so smart, you're so passionate, why would you want to get married? Okay, it's a perception thing again, so I'm getting mostly like this is about the intentions of a person. Okay, going back to that point here, it's the intentions of a person. Okay, for this particular relationship, because if you are impressing this person or trying to be on your best behavior, then you know that this is more of an individual relationship, right? Like, it's about the individuals. If you are in a relationship or you see somebody that's in a relationship, okay, and that person is focusing more on let me not say marriage because that's kind of like close to in the intentions, focusing on love, right? You know that you're trying to understand this person emotionally, okay, trying to see where their emotions is at, not per se about their intentions, but like where's their mind, okay? That's more of like a Queen of Cups energy. I feel like the energy somebody's threatening me because they're like, yeah, bitch, like, don't fucking talk about my relationship, my girl, my man. So yeah, there's something going on with that, okay? And I feel like, a lot of people, they're like, oh, how come you lied to the collective about what was going on in the relationship? It has nothing to do with any lies. It has everything to do with intent. Like, the intention, the topic of the relationship is, you trying to impress me, okay? And I think like people in the situation got like lazy and just flip things automatically to like feelings, and it's like, no, that's not what this relationship is about, okay? So I'm not really sure like what's going on, but I feel like they like feel very defeated, okay? They feel very defeated because they're like, oh, like, that's not what happened. But that's what happened, right? That's what happened. That's actually what happened. And it's not in, so for, it may not be what happened, but that was the origin. So again, that would honestly, knock whatever that they're saying out of the park, because at the end of the day, you're not supposed to put your hands on somebody, right? At the end of the day, that's your girlfriend, that's your boyfriend. And if you're not showing, or that's your husband, that's your wife, and if you're not showing or giving the resources to your existing person and you're giving it to the next person or the next situation, it's a problem, right? Your priorities is not in check. The origin of having a girlfriend or boyfriend, or what it means to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, husband or wife, is to nurture that person. If you're nurturing somebody else or something else more than that, more than what you're supposed to be nurturing, then I mean, like, what do we expect, right? So I wouldn't say necessarily. I just feel like that's where like the people, whoever you're dealing with financially, platonically, associates, that's where people need to understand. Okay, there needs to be this understanding of like, okay, but that was the origin though. That's the origin. So everything else that came about, that's honestly the effect of the cause, so it really doesn't matter. That's a lot, but it's a lot, but it's something where I feel like collective, you're just kind of like, all right, whatever you say, Pepe, like whatever floats your boat at this point with these people. We have wisdom. This is equivalent to the high priestess here, and we have the Aeon. Okay, this is judgment, I believe, and we have the wheel of fortune, destiny here. Okay, let me see. It's all of me off the top of my head. But yeah, like I feel like yeah, that's judgment. 20 is judgment. So with the with the wisdom here and the let me see, because I don't want to Eon or something like that. I'm gonna call it Eon. Okay, Eon. So with wisdom and the Eon, right? I feel like whatever this is here, because this right here is moon energy, Pisces, and Sagittarius here. I feel like what Spirit is saying for you to do is use your wisdom. Okay, like if somebody, you're not going to sit there, like if you're talking too much, you're not going to sit there and have a full-blown conversation explaining the job to somebody if you just said on your resume that you know how to do this job or you got a degree. Okay, you're obviously lying. There's something wrong. So Spirit is saying to use your wisdom, because whatever this energy is, whatever this topic is, the overall energy is the wheel of fortune. Okay, it's almost like Spirit saying, because you're in its frequency, it doesn't matter what variable, what do you decide on. Okay, as long as you're in this frequency, you change the will. You're gonna change your karma. Okay, because whatever somebody is saying, they're not focusing on the origin. The origin is bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I'm also seeing somebody's wings is glowing. Something about wings is glowing. Okay, honestly, it's not your problem. It's not your problem. I feel like that's all Spirit has to say about this read, but I honestly feel like it's pretty sad. Okay, we have soulmates here. This could be about a romantic partner here, somebody that y'all was really close to, that could have been asking a lot of questions, okay, about this romantic partner, platonic or romantic, or y'all had a boo thing, y'all had a little something, y'all had a little situation. At the end of the day, the origin, focus, right? Use your wisdom. And if you're in a relationship and this person's in a relationship, what's the wisdom right there? Okay? If somebody came up in a relationship, platonic, romantic, financial, whatever, and the problem started happening when this person arrived, use your wisdom. Then what do you think that there is? There may be a little bit more. Somebody's not saying something about how they feel financially, platonic, or romantically about that other party. Use your wisdom. Either they're ticked off, either they like that person, either they don't like that person, they don't like that job, whatever it is. You know that there's something wrong because it wasn't happening yesterday. Okay? We have chopped wood here. So this is spirit saying, make a wise decision. Make a decision on whether if you want to cut a person and or a situation off, right? Imagine, okay? I mean, listen, you don't gotta cut this person off completely. This could be like baby steps, right? Just cut off certain things in a relationship to the point where it adds up. It makes sense. Because I'm honestly getting collective. Yeah, I'm honestly getting collective. You're not doing anything wrong. It's pretty obvious that whatever a situation is bringing in chaos and conflict. Is bringing in problems. Okay? And you're just co-creating. Maybe I don't know if somebody's doing something about a book, but there is a need to, you're out of line, you're out of pocket, and I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all do need to cut a relationship off. Like, y'all do need to cut a relationship off. Because it's just a lot of shit that's just not making sense. And like I said that you could use baby steps, you could do baby steps. But, yeah. 10 of Wands energy. The Hermit in reverse here. You see, you already know that something's hard. Okay? You could also be trying to figure out, this is a past, present, or future energy, okay? You could be trying to figure out whether if, like, you're trying to go back to somebody or back to something. That's why I said past, present, or future. You already know something's hard. And if you have to go back somewhere, then get the fuck out. Make sure it's clear that I don't want to be here if you're going to make it heavy. And they know why it's heavy too. They know. You're using your wisdom here and you're deciding to cut it off while the other person is in the co-creation energy. They are fully aware. You are a effect. So they instantly know that something's wrong with what they're saying, they're doing, or how they're making you feel. Or what a situation is. They know. And this is spirit saying that it's not going to change. This person's not going to change. The situation's not going to change. Why? Because they're comfortable in that way. This is spirit saying that, oh, it has gotten this bad. It has gotten really bad to the point where you got to make your decision here. You, spirit, and you and this person, y'all all agreed to give enough rope to hang themselves. And they hung themselves, and you're still stuck on stupid, like, wisdom. This is interesting to me. Is this going to keep happening? Okay, interesting. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. We have the 2 of Swords here. So there's a decision so listen, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here, or you, okay, because this King of Cups is someone that's coming in level-headed. So I feel like you're deciding to not give an opportunity to this person, okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. Over in energy, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So at the end of the day, if I gotta work 10 times harder in this institution or in this relationship, then I'm not gonna give you an opportunity here because I'm putting in all the work. And I'm spending my time putting in all the work here and also defending myself from what you are not cleaning up. Okay? You need to clean up your mind, body, and soul while I go over here and go get the bag or go get this opportunity so I can give it to you. You're not doing that. There's something physical that you were supposed to give this person. I don't know what this Ace of Pentacles is. This could be like a house. This could be a legacy, a business, right? This could be a job, an institution, university. Yeah, you can't give this to this person anymore. There's too much weight. And whatever this person is going through for whatever reason, it's like they're looking at you now because they see that you're using your wisdom. Interesting. I want y'all to focus on the word origin. Okay? And if y'all don't want to focus on that at the end of the day, if y'all don't want to focus on that at the end of the day, like, this person sees that you're suffering and you feel some type of way, and they still are continuing to go down that road. You know, it's just something where it's like, you have to take yourself out of the situation. You have to take yourself out of the situation, separate your mind, body, and soul, and see where they're coming from. Okay? Like, this person needs to see where you're coming from. Y'all may not like it. This person may not like what they see, but they still need to see where they're coming from. They still need to see where you're coming from. It's hard for you. It's hard for you, and you're struggling, and this person sees that, and I feel like they're looking at you like, well, you know, I just have thick skin. I'm like this. I'm like that. You know, if you feel like somebody else is doing this to you here, I just feel like, you know, this person needs to see that you are using your wisdom. You are using your wisdom. You are making the judgment call here, but you still feel like every time you make your a judgment call, you still feel like you're doing too much. And at the end of the day, if you feel like, if I feel like, and you notice that I'm doing too much here, then why are you still continuing to do the same thing? Okay, some of y'all can take baby steps, and others of y'all just need to cut this person off. Cut this situation off. But to be on the safe side, because y'all probably love this person so much, or y'all married to this person, and I don't believe in divorce and stuff like that. Y'all married to this person, y'all need to work that shit out. Because this is honestly cycles. It's karmic cycles. Right? We have bully. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So I'm not going to lie. I do feel like the person that's watching you, the person that sees that you're doing all this here, or whatever the case is, I do see that, you know, they are being a bully. They are being a bully. I mean, like, how could you not know that I'm tired, I'm stressed out, and everything? But I see Spirit is telling you to make a decision. Because Spirit is also saying that they are fully aware. If this person is in a cause and effect energy, and you're in a cause and effect energy, what makes you think that this person is not aware of that? They don't see that. Okay? Over energy, we have wind chimes, peace and harmony. Yeah, this is you collective being able to detect this person and or situation. And Spirit saying to stand up, show strength, and use your wisdom. Okay? To have time management for yourself. To have good organization skills. To put things in an appropriate place. Okay? Alright, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Look in the description box below. See what I have to offer you. Check out my Instagram. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.